everyone, it's your girl Linda. Welcome to my show, Linda Talks. Today I have an interesting topic I want to share with you all, and I know and I believe you're gonna enjoy it. And what's this topic all about? It is called community group. About community groups. We have a lot of community groups, if you go to WhatsApp right now, there's a lot of groups being created by a lot of people, and that is what I want to talk about. So the first question is, what are community groups? And it simply means, according to dictionary, it said community groups are organized collections of individuals who come together due to share interests, goals, or needs within a particular community. They often aim to address specific issues or provide support to residents, promoting local engagement and strengthening community bonds. Now, well, community groups is good. It's a very good thing to do, and it's good to belong in one or two of any community group that you wish to. Community group, I think, is based on developing the community, helping the areas that needs to be that lack certain things. And then, there are like hospitals, markets, parks, roads, putting street lights. They can also give food, like we call it here food banks. So where you provide food for people that actually need the food. Clothing, you give, it's like giving back to the community, empowering our young people, hairdressers, tailoring, elderly ones that are sick, that need medical checkups or medical attention. Churches as well. There are churches that need help in the community. Women, widows, widowers, young people that have skills, but they are just there, they're not doing anything. They need to be empowered. So many things that need to be done in the community. So this is what community group stands for, to find out the concerns the community have. So community group is a good thing. I like that. I like it. I like to belong in any community group. So the next question is advantage of being part of a community group. Listen, this one is the most interesting part of community groups I like. Now, for the fact you belong to this group is a plus, basically, because you are there to have fun, to ease off stress, anxiety level, to connect with people, to just to socialize, to help build your community, to share ideas, to support one another, it's a lot. There's a lot of advantage there. Like, for instance, being part of that community, that group, with people that are there, that have different ideas, different visions, different, capacity in the society, that will actually boost your self-esteem, boost your confidence. You learn a lot from people, from the one you know already. It's like add up. You add to what you know already. You are there, you understand how different people reason, how people react to things, how people kind of take accountabilities, how people socialize, how people basically do things. So, and then you being part of it, like, let's say, giving back to the community, you are part of it. Just being part of that group that give to the community is a plus, because it's good to give back. It's not about taking. We should learn to give, because when you give, it opens a lot of doors of opportunity. It opens a lot of things for you as an individual. So it is good to give. So I'm gonna advise all of you to cultivate that attitude to give back to your community. It's very important. It helps you to build a strong relationship with people. It helps you to have a sense of belonging. It helps. Self-awareness, like self-aware of the things you do, your approach, You learn how to talk to people, manner of approach, like the English said it. It helps you, it builds you, because you are now here with people on a different level, different thinking, different behavior, different character, different anything you can think of. So, and you are there to also learn from those people, because each person has something they bring to the table. Likewise, you. So you are there to learn from them. So to me, it's more on connecting with one another and building a strong relationship, and also being aware of the things that happens in your community. And most importantly, you being part of give back to your community is important. So it is very the advantage is really quite good. Now, the last question is the disadvantage of being part of a community group. You know how they say it, any advantage also has disadvantage. Yeah, they say that, and it's true though. Well, in my own experience, if I'm to say, the disadvantage I can, pull out there is lack of accountability. When people doesn't believe they are wrong, when people do not want to say sorry, I'm sorry I did this to you, it wasn't intentional, but please forgive me. You see, just a tiny line that can solve the whole problem, the whole conflict. So lack of accountability. And then another thing also that you can't get being in that group is building enemies to yourself. Because now, if you have someone that say it the way it is, you say the truth when you see the truth, and some people are not okay with what you said, they groom other people to come after you. Now you have multiple enemies that you didn't even know that they exist, or you don't even know how that happened. Some people they are scared of saying how they feel, because they don't want somebody to misinterpret them. They don't want somebody to start hating on them. Maybe they benefit from certain individuals in that group, and something happened. They know what the truth is all about, but they're not bold enough to say it, because when you say it, the things you get from the individuals or the whatever individual, you won't be able to get it again. So that will make you now shine away from the truth, because you don't want to stop getting the benefit or the things you get from an individual or multiple individuals. Again, it can also cause situation when there is no funds, like lack of fundings to the group. Obviously, the group is not gonna, achieve anything, because if we are gonna give back to the community, obviously we need funds to do that. When people do not want to pay their dues and levies, you see people are in the group and they're being paid for multiple times. And I keep wondering, why are they actually in that group? Some group, they can get funds from the government to be able to use that and help their community. There's nothing wrong with that. The funds must be used accordingly. Certain people cannot misuse the funds for the group. There should be transparency. There should be trust. When the group lacks trust, then it's a problem. Things has to be shown, to be discussed as a group. And again, when people talk, approach. I can remember, let me quote something with my experience. I'm this type that always say, listen, you can say what you want to say. You can give in your opinion, but please be mindful of what comes out of your mouth. Your approach can actually hurt people's feelings. You might be saying the truth. Oh, I'm the one, I say it the way it is. But how do you actually say it? How did you deliver the message? You have to put that, into consideration, because you might say something, what you're saying is actually right, but the way you deliver it is wrong. People will not listen to what you're saying. So we need to work on our delivery, because this can actually cause problem in a group. These are I'm just pulling out the disadvantage of being in a group. And some people, they don't like issues. They don't like where there is toxic, like people quarreling, fighting, then they zit out. Some people, they're in a group because they are having situation where they want to be somewhere where they can forget the things they're going through. And then you see them coming to the group, and the group is so toxic. People are say things anyhow. People, throw shades. People just, it's like they have the right to do what they want to do, and then they get away with it. That group will have situation. If the foundation is not right, then there's a problem with the group. The foundation must be right. And everyone in that group must be able to acknowledge when they are wrong and make it right. And sometimes, even when you are wrong, you apologize. People don't want to take the apology. They take it, they carry it, you become their enemy, they start murmuring, they start grooming. And listen, click in a group. Yeah, you can have your friends. Maybe I have my friends before I joined the group. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But please, when you're in that group, everyone is inclusive, no discrimination. Because these are the things that can cause problem in a group. When you are in a group, forming another group, and that group is where you stay to bring people down, no, it doesn't go well with a group. Then and again, certain groups, when you come there are people you call the president, the chairman, the leader, whatever you call, I don't know what you call them in your own view. They have their executives where they discuss blah blah blah. Yes, listen, executive office should be respected because the burden they carry, they are the engine that carries that certain group. Yes, of course, we have members. Members are the group. Members are the group. But then we shouldn't shine away where executive are, because the executive are the ones, they don't sleep. They think about the group, what we can do to elevate the group, what we can do to bring in funds, what we can do to give back to our community. In as much as whatever they discuss, they still bring it to the members. Fair enough. But members should also understand abusing that executive office will cause problem to the group. We need to be able to give people a chance to share their ideas. We need to be able to give people a chance to lay out their opinions. So it takes more than one person to make a group. Everybody collectively bringing, the things they know to the table, that will help the group to forge ahead. So when that is lacking, it causes problem to the group. So now these are the disadvantages of being in a group. There is more. There is a lot. Behavior, bad behavior. You don't want to change. You don't want to take responsibilities. You don't want to participate. You don't want to get involved in things that will help the group to grow. When it's time for the group to raise money, you shine away. How can the group grow? So when you are in a group, be there that you want to help the group to grow. And how do you help the group to grow? You help by bringing your ideas, participating fully, taking accountability, helping people, supporting people. Just be present. There's something they say, don't just be present, but be present. It's two different things. When there are conflicts, the group should be able to resolve it within themselves. Because when you allow it to escalate, it causes problem. It has an effect in that particular group. And that's where you will hear, oh, this group has divided into 2. Then again, it has divided into 3. It has divided into 4. Because the foundation is wrong. When the foundation is wrong, it will not hold. It just give it time, it happens again. It becomes a repetition of something that happened before. So what am I trying to say, my people out there? If you belong to any group at all, whether community, whether local community, or any community at all, even in your family, Friends, few people can come together as circle of friends. That is a group. Whenever, even the Bible said, where two or three are gathered, God is there. So anything that is more than one is a group. You don't need to be 500. You don't need to be 100. You don't need to be 50. You can be 10. You can be 5. You can be 3. That is a group. And then you must know and be aware of the reason of creating that group. No matter come rain, come shine, you stick to that vision. Because when that vision is broken, is a problem. So all of you together, bringing your ideas, selling your ideas, helping your community, doing whatever it takes to keep going. That is a plus. That is what you call community group. They might be counting, oh, we are 10 years, we are 5 years, we are 20 years. But there's no, listen, a group should be able, you should be able to be in a group and learn skills, grow. If you are somewhere and you are not growing, you are actually in the wrong place. Just live there. You don't need to grow financially. You can grow intellectually. You can grow your health, because there are certain things probably you don't know. There might be people teaching there. They teach about diabetes. They teach about high blood pressure. They teach about so many things. They teach about family, parents raising children. They teach about a husband, the way you should relate with your wife. They teach about wife, the way you should relate with your husband. There are so many things. You might even learn to give. Maybe you're not even a giver. By being in that particular group, you learn to give. You can learn to respect. Maybe you don't respect people. Just by being in that group, you learn to respect. You can also learn to, be patient. Maybe one thing, you are from 0 to 100. By being in that group, you learn when to, just mute yourself. Just leave it. So, lovelies out there, listen, I thank you, all of you that have been watching my videos, sharing it. Thank you for the encouragement. But please, 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 when you watch any of the episode, do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. And whatever we share there, if it's interesting, if you like it, if it empowers you, inspires you in any way, please share it. Share it to all your platforms. Yeah? Support a sister. Okay? Anyway, thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. And see you sometime soon. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.